from manager to leader. The secret of the journey, the key to be a successful leader. Manager and the leader, are both of them same? In this lecture, we shall talk about the definition and the key difference between a manager and a leader. We shall also see a high-level characteristics the leader usually demonstrates. Let me first introduce myself. Myself, Amit Ganguly, will take you through the journey of becoming a leader from a manager. I have 25 years of experience in information technology area. I have facilitated over 400 classes throughout my career, helping people of different age groups and experience level to improve their behavioral skill. I have another course in Udemy as well, covering only the active listening part. I am here to share my experience with you to ensure that your transformation into a leader. I shall be with you during your transformational journey. Let's see, manager and leader, are they same? Once Steve Jobs said, management is all about persuading people to do things they do not want to do, while leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could do. Though often we use these two words interchangeably, but they are not the same. The definition of manager is a person who is responsible for controlling or administrating an organization or a group of people or group of staffs. While the definition of the leader is a person who leads or commands a group, an organization, or even a country. Are both sound similar? Responsible for controlling one or more people and leads or commands a group of people or even an organization? How much difference that we can see? Perhaps broadly the number of people. So, does it mean that if someone is responsible for fewer people, then he or she is called as manager? But if the same person will be managing higher number of people, then will he or she be called as or named as a leader? Does it mean that when someone moves up in the organizational ladder, becomes a leader from manager? The confusion starts from here only. Though, from the definition and also the designation at the various different organizations, it seems that when someone moves up in the organization ladder, he or she becomes a leader from the manager. But the actual reality is different. A manager is someone responsible for some people. He or she is the person who gives command to get some work done by his or her team. While a leader is someone who is responsible of the people, meaning the leader is responsible for the growth of his or her team. A leader is responsible for mentoring and coaching his or her team members. A leader is responsible for well-being of his or her team members. A true leader is a friend, philosopher, coach, mentor, and guide for his or her team members. Team members may like or hate their managers, but they always love and respect their leaders. So, what do you want in your life? Be happy as a manager or want to become a leader? Let's see what are the key ingredients that transform a manager to a leader. There are different schools of thought of how to become a leader, but some points are common. We shall talk about those points in this course so that you can emerge as a comprehensive leader from all aspects. The common characteristics of any leader is, first and foremost, most of them have a pleasing personality, except that they have skills like communication, humility, empathy, integrity, accountability, positivity, confidence, vision, influence, delegation, and resilience. We often found that the great leaders are proactive. They always think win-win, synergize with the team. They begin with an end in their mind. Put first thing first. First to understand and then to be understood. We shall cover all these characteristics of a good leader mentioned before and lots more in this course. Please note that broadly a leader must possess the following skills. 1. Active listening skill. 2. Emotional intelligence. 3. Ability to have an active conversation. And 4. Give priority to the people around them. Let's start with active listening skill. Why listening first? The reason is any person in a supervisory role usually spends 75% of their time communicating with people. Out of this, 40% of the time is spent listening, which is the lion's share. You will be surprised to know that an unskilled listener can listen effectively only 25% of his time spent for listening, and remaining 75% of the time he does not really listen. I am sure this itself is enough reason to understand why get skilled as an active listener is so critical.